going to take a look at solving some multi-step equations that involve the distributive property. So one of the first things that we should be doing, looking through and seeing is there any subtraction that we can rewrite. So anytime we have subtraction, we want to rewrite as adding the opposite. So if we have 4 minus 2, that would be the same as adding the opposite of 2, which is a negative 2. In this case, all positive coefficients and addition, so we don't need to worry about that. So first step we're going to do is the distributive property. So 4 times 8 is going to give us a 32, plus 4 times 2x. 4 times 2 will make 8, so that'll make an 8x. And then still plus 5 equal to 53. And then we're going to look through, second step through is we're going to look for combining like terms. So we have a 32 and a 5 we can put together, make a 37, still plus 8x equal to 53. And we're going to subtract 37 from both sides. We get 8x is equal to 16. And then 8 times something is equal to 16. To figure out what that is, we could divide both sides by 8 to figure out what 1x is. So then x is equal to 2. And then some quick mental math to make sure that that works. 2 times 2 is 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 times 4 is 48. And 48 plus 5 does give us 53. Here's another example. In this case, we do have a subtraction we can rewrite. So we're going to make that a plus and negative 20. And then we're going to distribute this 2x, or this 2 to both terms in the parentheses here. We get 2 times 3 is 6x, plus 2 times 9 is 18, and then still plus our negative 20, still equal to 22. We have these as like terms. So positive 18 and a negative 20 are going to make a negative 2. So 6x plus a negative 2 equal to 22. And we want this to become 0, or we want to just be left with our 6x term on this side. So if I add 2 to both sides, these are like terms I can combine together to make 0. So I just have 6x left. And then these are like terms I can put together to get 24. 6 x's are 24, so to figure out what 1x is equal to, we divide by 6. X is equal to 4, and again, mental math to check. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 9, 21, times 2 is 42, and then 42 plus negative 20 does make a total of 22. Okay, in this one again, we're going to start, don't add 6 and 3 together, that would be doing addition before the multiplication is here. So we should again be doing our distributive property. So we still have 6 plus, and then 3 times 5x will make 15x, and then 3 times 4 will make 12, still equal to 33. Combining our like terms that we have here, we're going to get 18. Plus 15x equal to 33. Subtracting 18 from both sides. These are our like terms, that's going to make a 0 and leave us with 15x. And then 33 minus 18 will make 15. And then 15x's are equal to 15. Dividing by 15, we would get 1x, or x is equal to 1. And again, we can check that. 5 times 5. Plus 4 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, plus 6, we do get that equal to 33, so our answer works in the original equation. Okay, in this example, same thing, we have our distributive property. We're going to distribute that 3, we're going to get a 15x plus 3, and I'm going to start thinking of this as plus a negative 9x, rewriting my subtraction as having the opposite, equal to negative 21. And then I have like terms here that I can put together. So a positive 15 and a negative 9, both x terms are going to make 6x. Still plus 3, and that's still equal to negative 21. When I subtract 3 from both sides, these are like terms I'm putting together to make a 0. So I have 6x, and then negative 21 minus 3 more is negative 24. 6 x's are negative 24, so to figure out what one of them is, I'm going to divide by 6, and I get negative 4. Again, putting that in, 5 times negative 4 is negative 20, plus 1 is negative 19. Negative 19 times 3 is negative 57, and then minus a 9 times negative 4 is a negative 36. This is the same as adding 36, and when we add 36 to a negative 57, we do get a negative 21. Skip that one. Okay, on to this last one here. When we go through, again, we have a subtraction here. If you distributed a 2 and not a negative 2, you would not come up with the correct value here. So instead, we're going to think of this as a negative 2 that we're adding, and then we're distributing this 4x to this 4x plus 8. Okay, so distributing in this negative 2, I still have my 8. This is going to give me a negative 8x. This is going to give me a negative 16. And then I'm going to look through for like terms. I have a positive 8 and a negative 16. That's going to make a total of negative 8. And then I still have my plus negative 8x equal to 48. I want to make this gone, or make this to be a 0, so I'm going to add 8 to both sides of my equation. It's going to leave me with negative 8x equal to 56. And then dividing both sides by negative 8 to come up with 1x. Positive 56 divided by a negative 8 is going to be a negative 7. So again, we're looking at trying to rewrite our subtraction as adding the opposite. We're using our distributive property first. We're combining any like terms that we have, and then we're solving the two-step equation that we get that's left after doing all of those things.